Hello, my name is George Aiello. By way of introduction, my wife Joanne and I have been a photographic team for more than 40 years. Having been students of the Western School of Photography, most notably represented by Group F64 and such masters as Ansel Adams, Edward Weston, Imogen Cunningham, and many others, we worked very hard to achieve the sharpest images we possibly could. Sharp, sharp, sharp. That was our mantra. The images you have been viewing are examples of some of our earlier work. Then, with the advent of digital photography, our world changed. Like many photographers of our time, we began migrating from film to digital. As we did, we became motivated by new image-making opportunities and techniques that were now available to us. Of particular interest was the ability to not only capture a single moment in time, but longer sequences of time, including reliable ultra-long exposures and time-lapse photography. In a nutshell, we discovered that we could alter and interpret time, and that has really re-energized our creative juices. And so we come to our latest project, one that we are just now beginning that we call still motion. The first image in this new series began with this time-lapse at J and 21st Streets in Sacramento. The sequence includes 300 separate images. Here is one of those images from that sequence. Not much special here. We then selected 200 of those images to create this single still motion composite. The result is a single image capturing 15 minutes of hurried activity, and we found this to be quite interesting and motivated us to try other things along these lines. It was a bright, hot, windy day in the Owens Valley when we made this long exposure image of the abandoned train station in Keeler, California. The winds were gusting to about 30 miles per hour. The famous or infamous Owens Valley dust was pretty extreme. All in all, your average summer day in the Owens Valley. Now, anyone with much experience will tell you, after spending a half hour or so setting up your shot, and just about when you are ready to fire the shutter, is when the wind gods inevitably start their mischief. So you wait, and you wait, hoping to get a brief moment without too much movement. In this case, however, it is the wind, dust, and glaring sun that define the Owens Valley. The resulting movement can also represent time in a way that you can see. So this is our attempt to convey to the viewer the bright sunlight and windy experience so common to this area. The old gas station in Darwin, California is a favorite of photographers who explore this little town several miles off of Highway 190 between Death Valley and Owens Lake. The old gravity-fed pumps still have their original glass and meter marks after all these years. And, like everyone else, we were drawn to them as if we were wearing magnets. After making one or two obligatory images, we settled in and discussed other possibilities to break away from our documentary inclinations. We decided on a very long exposure, using camera movement to create this abstract image of one of the pumps. Now travel with us up into the White Mountains of Inyo National Forest, where we will find the ancient bristlecone pines at the Patriarch Grove. After a 1-hour bouncy 12-mile dirt road from the visitor center at the Schulman Grove, we arrive at our destination at 11,300 feet above sea level. If you make the trek, you will be rewarded with classic photographic opportunities. We can't help ourselves, so we make a few standard photographs. We think of this phase as the warm-up period. Next, we go in closer and look for possibilities to create some still-motion abstract images. One of us worked the shutter and timer, the other worked the camera to come up with these two still-motion images of bristlecone pines. The final image in this brief introduction to our project is made from another time-lapse. This time, we are in the famed Alabama Hills near Lone Pine, California. Once again, we took several hundred images to create the time-lapse, and then rendered 60 of them into this single still motion photograph. The result is our interpretation of the dramatic landscape along with the dynamic and ever-changing clouds. In closing, we like to say we are photographic expeditionaries. As such, we are very excited to be embarking on this journey to explore time and motion. We hope you will follow us as we continue this odyssey into still motion. Thank you for watching.